temple of consciousness. Please come in. My name is Ava, and I'm going to be your oracle for the month of April 2025. And happy birthday for those who are experiencing their birthday in late April. If you're new to the channel, I want to welcome you to the channel. I've been on YouTube for many, many years, and my followers, my viewers, understand very deeply the situation that I've just been through, which is I'm a sort of refugee from the Florida hurricanes. Suffice it to say that having lost everything, my decision to come here to the Big Island was radical. And for my age, which is, I just turned 73 March 1st, for someone of my age to take on a challenge like this is daunting and edifying. I want to convey to you, anybody out there who's going through a crisis, no matter what your age, you have the fortitude and the strength to overcome. It's mind over matter. Always mind over matter. You can't lose your cool while everybody else is. You've got to maintain a centeredness, sort of like, in tarot we have the Wheel of Fortune, which depicts a wheel with spokes and a hub, the center. It's a metaphor for your consciousness. The spokes are those sensory organs that pull in the sensual, visual, and multi-sensual information from the outside. And that wheel turns smoothly towards your destiny if you remain calm at the center of the wheel, merely observing, not reacting, but observing. And in that calm state, you are able to respond to all the variables, the environmental variables, challenges that you come across. I just thought I'd mention that this morning as I'm shuffling. So, let's just cut again. All right. Before we begin, this is a 4-card spread if you're new, only 4 positions. This is also going to be followed by a yoga pose that's appropriate or corresponds to this reading, and a yoga mudra, a hand gesture. Is very much like a yoga pose, only the hands are involved. And the hands are a very powerful extension of your wheel, that wheel of destiny. They sense the world and they manipulate the world. And so they are very closely connected with your soul and with your inner consciousness and outer consciousness, subconscious and higher consciousness. So that's why we give a mudra. And if you're not physically able to do the yoga poses, you can always do the yoga mudra during the month. And that's why I included them for you to practice during the month. So let's begin your reading. In the position of the overall mood or energy of the month of April for you, Taurus, We have one of the most beautiful cards in the deck. That is a card signifying joy, peace, love, cooperation, group effort, harmonic group effort. Here we see a family with their arms extended as if they've just arrived home. There's a rainbow with 10 cups in it. So they have just finished a very long, perhaps very arduous journey, full of one challenge after the other, mounting, in a sense, towards a crescendo of difficulties, but the experience has brought you to a point of reward, where now you can reap the benefits of your good judgment, high values, and loyalty to those who have meaning for you, your family, your friends, your community. This specifically addresses the family, though. The picture is most definitely of family. And Taurians need a family, be that a blood family or a self-made family. They need the group security, the feeling of belonging, and of being able to help and be helped. This is very important to a Taurian. And so this is about achieving the end of a journey, the end of a project, at the end of an era, the end of a successful completion of your goal. And the angels, which are always floating, flying all around us, are there also to say, you've done a good job. You've achieved your goal beyond expectation. And so your reward will also be beyond your expectation. And this is a beautiful, beautiful message to receive on your birthday month, or some of your birthdays month. So we'll put that aside and continue. So the second position, this is only a 4-card spread, if I mentioned or I didn't mention, but the second card represents the specific challenge of the month. The first one is, what is the broad subject matter of the reading? And it is, as the 10 of Cups indicate, the successful achievement of an emotionally fulfilling goal or journey. The second is your specific challenge for the month. We have charity, the 6 of Pentacles. This is a card indicating the two really Buddha principles of generosity and gratitude. It depicts a rich man giving to the poor. He's got a scale in his hand, which means that he measures out his generosity to fit the need of the recipient. If you are the one it's addressing, and you are in abundance, financially, emotionally, then perhaps it's your turn to become generous. If, on the other hand, it is you who need help, then the best attitude to have is one of deep appreciation for what you already have. Appreciation and gratitude for what you have. This always removes the barriers for new abundance to come in, to flow in to your heart, soul, and consequently into your environment. You need to become generous if you're in a state of abundance, and you need to become very, very humble and grateful for what you already have. And then in that state, your heart opens up, the soul opens up, all the obstacles that block the incoming goodness, benevolence, is removed. And you become a pure vessel, a vehicle, a receptacle for that goodness. That is your challenge. In the position of the unexpected, we have the two of cups again. So we've got a lot of water, a lot of feeling, a lot of joy, compassion, love in the reading. So in the environment and the people that you encounter cooperation, mutual respect, and love, unconditional. This, on a mundane level, could be a contract that has equal benefit to the recipient and to the giver. This, if you're exchanging products or services, you'll find a just financial outcome for that. It's also the giving of gifts, gifts of the heart, gifts that have meaning, the gift of love itself. So it often can represent marriage, the joining of two hearts, the finding of your soulmate, the absolute love that pours in to you this month is really quite remarkable. And all that's demanded of you is either gratitude or generosity. Being generous is also a way that you make room for more. It reminds me of a story of a very pure guru, let's just call him, teacher, that lived simply. I think he lived in a cave. He didn't have any material possessions. And he had many students and followers who gave him things. And he would accept them with great gratitude. But then he would think of someone else who needed that more than he, and he would give it away. And he died an extraordinarily happy man. Happiness is the ultimate reward for generosity. You can't really be happy when you give with strings attached, because those strings actually take away from the emotional high that you get from generosity. So this is your lesson this month as well as your reward. You've been tested. Your love, your values have been tested, and apparently you pass with raving reviews as well. Oh my goodness, yes, absolutely. So what is the outcome of all this joy and general celebration that's going on? I feel the mood is celebratory. There's that word, celebratory. And so here we have a card that is about celebration. It's the 9 of Cups. He's a very content tavern keeper. He's got his arms folded in front of him. He's got his legs kind of open in a very relaxed state. Physically, symbolically, he looks relaxed. And he seems a little proud of himself, too. Proud of all his achievements, which are like little trophies in the back represented by the cups. See how bright this card is? It's about achieving a wish. They call it the wish fulfillment card. You get your wish. You get your wish. And I hope you wish big. Don't waste your wishes on things that ultimately won't give you satisfaction. Wish for the best that you can possibly achieve in life. Wish for more talent. Wish for more love. Wish for more joy. And then dance. Celebrate. Your achievements, your accomplishments have been many. That's indicated by the 9 cups. These are his trophies. Those that represent his many achievements that have led to the pinnacle of achievement expressed this month. It's beautiful. Taurus. And I have moon in Taurus. And so that means that you must also be aware if this is your sun, moon, or rising, because they're significant. The resonance, the vibration of this reading can be felt very much by those who have moon in Taurus. Moon is the feminine, the subconscious, the heart, the nurturing aspects of our being. And so they are being fed by this spiritual uplifting energy. It's sort of like pouring in because there's so much water. You've got the 9 of Cups. You've got the 10, that's 19 cups. Plus 2, that's 21 cups. There are 21 cards in the deck. 21 ways that you'll feel it. 21 emotional outlets that can be followed. Be this doing something artistic or healing relationships, helping others who are in need of help, and receiving the help, exactly the help you need, almost as if by magic. The very thing that you needed will appear. Believe it. Belief is the foundation of manifestation. You have to remove self-doubt. You have to remove doubt. Doubt from your life's equation, because it will obstruct the flow of natural energy into your life. challenges are a part of the earthly school. Without them, we wouldn't grow. Without the suffering, we wouldn't grow. Buddha didn't like the suffering. He wanted to escape the suffering. You can do that. It's a means to conquer, to be self-controlled so that the challenges are reduced because you're not participating in those challenges. You're not participating in the multitude of events that are possible in your life. You reduce those. You can do it that way. Or you can come right into the challenge and use it to reconstruct your soul's evolutionary state or progress. Because that's what, we wouldn't be here if we didn't need to be here. If this wasn't a necessary way to evolve our spiritual well-being, growth. We're all becoming Buddhas. We're all becoming Christs. We're all becoming those things gradually. And I want you to celebrate, because this month proves to you that what you've been doing is correct, is right. The path you're on is good, and you've done very well. So, thank you very much for joining me for the reading, Taurus. And I've been away for so long because of my refugee status and moving out here off-grid. I've had to take so much time in just setting up the grid, literally. It was my responsibility to put the electric in, the water in, the internet in, and when you're rural, that's difficult. So I've been absent, and I've lost a lot of subscribers consequently. So I'm asking you to help me, please, and at least share or subscribe if you're new, or if your subscription has somehow disappeared, which happens. Or please, I need to also ask you for financial help. And this is because it's cost me so much money to reestablish myself here on the Big Island after that crisis in Sarasota. I've managed to find a beautiful place off-grid, but it wasn't as economic a decision as I could have made, because when you move into a place like this, you have to upfront come up with several $1,000s just to make everything run properly. So that's what I've had to do. And so I'm asking you if you would be kind enough either to donate directly, and there's a love donation button below, or if you would like a personal, private reading from me. And that is another way of contributing and getting something of value in return. You simply go to grandcentralhealing.com, and in the shop are all the readings that I have, and you can pick one that's appropriate for your need, and then email me a question, either a single question or 3 if you choose a reading that allows for 3 questions, and you take your time and construct that question as if you're talking to an angel. And you want that angel to respond to your specific issue. And that's the way then I can take that question and present it to your guardian angel for the answer. So please, there's a link below to grandcentralhealing.com, And or there's a button directly to my love donation PayPal link, and that will allow you to donate singularly or multiply as you are able. And thank you again. Now wait for the yoga posture. I've been a yoga teacher all my life, since I was 20. And as I said, I'm 73. I still taught yoga in Sarasota before I left, 4 times a week. And I practiced yoga every day, my whole life. So I've decided to give you one yoga pose that I feel is appropriate for the energy of the month. And then a yoga mudra, a hand gesture that accomplishes the same ultimate healing, but using your hands alone. So please wait for that. And I thank you for your help. Namaste. And aloha. Welcome, Taurus, to your April 2025 yoga pose. I have been teaching yoga for many, many years, and this is the first time that I've been able to use yoga in the context of tarot, and it's really exciting for me. I hope you enjoy this mixing or unifying of 2 very beautiful arts of healing. Your reading specifically spoke to the need for both gratitude and for generosity. I'll show you a pose that allows you to feel, to appreciate, to feel gratitude for what you have. When you feel gratitude for what you have, the universe can give you more. But this has to be a genuine feeling of gratitude, also of generosity, of giving. And in order to give, you have to have an open heart, an open mind, and an open body. So we're going to do what we call the camel pose, which is perhaps a little difficult for some. But I'll show you some modifications and some other techniques that are have the same effect. So I have ordered a mat, but I live so remote on the big island of Hawaii that it takes a long time for things to get here, and I've just moved to the island, so forgive me. I'm going to use a pillow, and you put your knees on the pillow if you have one, or on the floor if you have a carpet, and or a mat. So, in fact, let me turn around and go the opposite direction because the mic is right here. Makes more sense. So we sit on our feet, we're on our knees. We inhale, we roll our shoulders up high towards the ears, and we pick up the chest. We roll the shoulders back, and we come up on our knees. And we place the feet directly behind the knees with the tops of the feet flat. And I'd like you to pull your knees right underneath your hip sockets and bear your weight equally on both knees. Adjust. Move from one knee to the other. Keep your feet pointed and flat, the tops of the feet flat against the ground, the floor, the earth. We take a deep breath and we start to expand the chest out, pulling the arms slightly to the back. We look up just a little, tilting the chin up, resting our arms. We press the hips forward and we tighten the buttocks. We lean back. We adjust the knees, we adjust the feet. And if this is as far as you can go, I want you to stay here and then go back following the same path you took up and sit on your feet and wait as we develop a far more deliberate back bend by bringing the shoulders further back and the hips further forward. We allow the weight of the arms to pull us down. We open up the fingers and we pull down. We wait. We breathe. Breathe slow and deep through the nose. Feel your chest expanding out. Lift the sternum up towards the sky and pull your shoulders and your arms down. Lean back. Hold and breathe. Hold and breathe. Open up the fingers, pull the fingers down, bring the shoulders forward. Begin to sit back down onto your feet as you slide your hands down over your knees. Clasp your hands over your knees, turn the heels out, toes in, and sit down on your feet. Lean back, pull the shoulders down. Look up, and then pull the very center of your back to the back, tilting your hips back, bowing your head down. This is a counter pose. We're developing flexibility in the spine, and we are developing flexibility in the knees. We bow down and we release the center of the back as if you have a rope at the very center of your back. You feel that rope pulling you back. You relax the shoulders and you pull back. Let go of the back of your neck. Stay here and just breathe, feeling your spine. Imagining it as if it were completely free of tension, of stiffness, of resistance. We pull back, head down. We give a deep sigh, letting go through the mouth. We release our tension. We release our breath. We let it go. Chin down. We pull back. We then begin to pull the chest forward, bending the elbows. The chest moves forward, you face forward. You pick yourself up and you come up on your knees, placing the feet directly behind the knees. The hands slide up the thighs, the shoulders roll up towards the ears. Your arms come down by your side and they travel behind you. You put your fingertips together and then you lace your fingers together. You bend the elbows and you pull through the arms. You move from one knee to the other, making sure that you've retained your balance. And you create a circle of energy behind you through the arms, the shoulders, and you lean back the shoulders. You look up and you press the hips forward and you hold and you breathe. Feel your shoulder blades pinching towards each other. Feel the circle of energy through your arms. Feel your chest open up. Hold and breathe. Take several deep breaths. Relax your shoulders, straighten your elbows, press into the palms, pull down through the fingers, and then bring your hips back. Turn the toes in and heels out. Sit down on your feet. Bring the chest up. Bring the elbows in towards each other. Bring the elbows up. Press into the hands. We hold and breathe. Pressing the elbows in towards each other, opening the chest wide. We tighten at the knees, all the way up the thighs. We tighten the buttocks, we straighten the arms behind us, pulling out directly from the shoulders. We pull back, your chest is wide open. Follow if you can. Bend the elbows if you need to. Raise the arms to shoulder level if possible. And feel your chest opening up. We look up and lift the arms. We take a deep breath through the nose. Exhale, you pull your arms back, you face forward, and you swivel the arms down, pulling down into the hands. The hands come down. They touch the earth, which relaxes the hands and the fingers. They separate. The palms turn up. The wrist releases. You let go of your shoulders and you roll them forward. You catch your breath. You sigh. You sigh. You inhale. You pick up your hips by leaning forward and lifting up on the knees as the shoulders roll up. The chest opens up, your fingers open up, and you pull the fingers down and you lean back, pulling down through the arms. You adjust and you lean back, pulling down through the fingertips. Hold and breathe. Bring your fingers together, press the palms together, bring the elbows in closer. Lift the arms away from the body. Lift them up. Pull up. Press the hips forward. Hold and breathe. We lower the arms, swiveling them down from the shoulders. Then you pull the hands down, you separate them. You bring the hands forward, you slide the hands down the thighs. As you sit back, crossing the feet, we sit, we bend the elbows, we lay the fingers over the knees, and the center of the back relaxes and pulls back. You pull your hips back, you bow down, and you let go. You release the tension by exhaling several times through the mouth. Like that. You let it go. You let it go. Bring your elbows down, face forward, let go of your knees, open up the fingers, and I'm going to turn towards you. We take a deep breath through the nose. Hold your breath. Exhale, place your hands into prayer. We bow, and we say namaste. Namaste. We inhale right back up. Exhale, we open up the knees and we do a gratitude mudra. This is very simple. You take your hands, you place them together, one underneath the other, and they clasp each other. They clasp each other at chest level. You bring the elbows out. And you press in. This is a gesture of deep gratitude. You bring it in to your heart. And you express that gratitude from the heart. You sigh away your troubles. And you accept what you have. You appreciate what you have. You love what you have. And you release the tension from the hands, you open them up, and you turn your palms down, and you offer your gifts, your love, your compassion to another, to the world. You let it go. You breathe slow and deep. You take a deep breath. Exhale, you bring your hands again into the mudra. You press the hands towards the chest and you feel gratitude. Deep gratitude for life, for love. We breathe slow and deep. Deep breath. Exhale, you release and you give unconditionally from the heart, not expecting anything in return. You offer. You take a deep breath. Exhale. You feel gratitude. You bow. Inhale. You share. You look out. Exhale. You bow. You feel gratitude. Inhale. You share. Exhale. You feel gratitude. Hold tight. Hold it in. Feel the love. Hold it close to you. Bow. Bow. Looking face forward, we place the hands into prayer. We take a deep breath. You bow and you say namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for supporting the readings and the yoga postures and the mudras. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to have you support me by liking, sharing, and subscribing, and donating. Thank you. Namaste.